Hello, Her Tribe. So, it's Thursday afternoon, and I'm looking for something simple, quick, and easy to make that I don't have to defrost very long and it won't take hours to cook. I have a few friends over, and I'm in the mood to explore. So, in my freezer, I found some of these zucchini veggie spirals from Green Giant, and I only had one pack. I haven't ever tried these out before, but because I have a couple mouths to feed, I feel like this 12 ounce will not be enough. So I sent my husband to the store to purchase some fresh zucchini. So I have a, what is this called? I have a spiralini. I think it's called a spiral. I don't even know what it's called, that my pastor's wife gave me. And so I'm going to try this out today with some zucchini. As my protein, I have some large size shrimp that's already been peeled and deveined. Well, actually, I only had this one pack that was peeled and deveined. So when I sent my husband to the store for the zucchini, I told him to get another bag, but he only got me the peeled and not the deveined. So before we get started, I want to go through and take out all of the veins. I call it poop. I don't really know if it's poop, but I feel like in my spirit it's poop. So that's what I'm doing now. So here's one that has the vein in it. So I'm going to use my fork and simply scrape it along the back of the shrimp. And then it reveals, oh, that's poop. My husband said that it's not poop. It's just a tube that the poop goes through. Listen, in my mind, I feel like it's poop, and so I don't want to eat poop while I'm eating the shrimp, because shrimp are bottom feeders, and so we want to eliminate any possibility of me eating something off the bottom of the ocean floor. I'm just saying. I mean, but the good part is shrimp only eat stuff that's in the ocean, so they just eat more dead fish, which is what I eat too. So technically, it shouldn't be that bad. To prevent this step, make sure that when you purchase your shrimp, you buy them peeled and deveined. So my shrimp has totally thawed out, and I've gotten out a lot of the butt tubes. And so let's get started on the zucchini and figure out how to do that, how to use this little zucchini paste. So looking at this, there's one side that says thick and then another that says thin. I feel like I want to go with the thin setting so that it can cook faster. Before I start, I feel like I need to cut this little piece. I have never worked with zucchini before, and I don't really know how it's going to react, but I feel like I need to cut that little piece off the end because I don't think I want to eat that at all. So I'm going to stick it in the side that says thin until it locks in, and then we're going to peel. Is it supposed to be the... I wonder if I should... I don't know. Oh, look! It's coming out. It's coming out. It made it like a little spiral. Spiralini, I think that's what it's called. Okay, so literally I'm just sticking it in and twisting, and y'all see all the little spirals coming out. This is cool. I feel healthy. I don't know, do y'all feel the health? I feel the health coming on. Okay, like that fast, and I'm almost done with this whole zucchini. I don't know how zucchini is going to taste. I don't even know if I've even had zucchini before, but it felt healthy when I saw it in the store. And here I am, a week later, making it myself fresh. When I get to the end, how do I get it out? Ah, look at it. It's like a little pencil sharpener. So that's as far as I'm going to go with that one. But I want you to see how it looks. Look. I made zucchini noodles. Okay, so that was one. I think I'm going to do two. So I'm going to cut off this little tip again. And then I want to stick this into the thin side. Now this one is kind of curved. So it doesn't fit into my thing very well. That didn't sound right. It's crooked. I didn't mean it like that. Let's just keep going. This is quick and easy. I feel like I've had this for like almost 2 years, and I never used it because I was like, I don't know what to do with it. She gave it to us when we first started eating vegan. And I used it one time on a carrot. I didn't know what I was doing. Okay, this is a lot coming out. I think 2 is going to be all we need. All right, so now I have a whole bowl of, is that spaghetti? Is that pasta? No, it's not. No carbs here. Well, low carbs here. This is zucchini. Okay, so I feel like I need to wash this. I don't know. I saw online that zucchini holds a lot of water. So I'm just going to rinse these off, I feel, because that's what my spirit is telling me to do. So, okay, so I'm going to make the shrimp as well as the noodles in the same pan. So you want to make sure that you have something large enough for it to go in. Okay, so in my pan, I want to put in some extra virgin olive oil as well as about a half a stick of butter so that the shrimp can saute in. I don't know how much olive oil to put. I just put enough to where the pan be covered at the bottom. I don't know how much that is. Don't ask me. And then I'm going to put about a half a stick of butter, and I have this on medium, almost medium-high heat. All right, while that is warming, I'm going to go ahead and take this water off my shrimp and season it. Okay, so for my seasoning, I'm going to use, I have a little bit left in this container. It's all-purpose seasoning from McCormick, and it's made from Himalayan pink salt, black pepper, and garlic. I have another one that's made with garlic herb, black pepper, and sea salt, oregano, parsley, thyme, and onion in it. We're going to use both of these. And then just because I don't trust, I got to put some Tony Chapters in here because just to make sure I got a little Creole flavor. And I feel like I need to have some red pepper flakes because I want it to be spicy. And then just because for good luck, we're going to put a little bit of Old Bay. So with my hands, I'll just mix up my shrimp. Go ahead and put my shrimp into my saucepan with my butter and oil. Okay, so to stir my shrimp, I'm going to use this little plastic spatula just because it's a little bit softer than metal spoons and you won't break up your shrimp whenever they're cooking. There we go. Very good. I just realized my mic wasn't on all the way, so this part of the video may be a little bit more clear than the beginning part. Oh well, keep watching. So now while this is cooking, I'm going to put in some liquid aminos. This is like the equivalent of soy sauce, but it doesn't have all of the GMOs that soy sauce normally has, and it's healthier. It's from Bragg's. As you can see, I use it a lot. It is almost empty, but a few splashes of this. I put it on everything as I'm cooking. I put it on chicken, beef, turkey. I put it on everything. I feel like it just adds additional seasoning. I don't know why. While this is cooking, I have some lemon that I'm going to squirt in here just because it brings like a bright citrusy vibe to shrimp all the time. So I figured that'll be good in this scenario. So I'm going to squeeze a little bit of lemon juice in. Squeeze so you can't get any more out because your hands are hurt. Okay, that's enough. You have to be very careful with shrimp because it cooks very quickly, and if you cook it for too long, it'll become very rubbery. All right, so here's another little shot. As you can tell, it's got a good boil going on. Like I got enough of it in here and enough of the liquid to where the shrimp is kind of just sauteing in here. So this has only been on for about 2 or 3 minutes, and so I just now did a good stir. I think I'm going to take out my shrimp just a little bit early before they're totally pink because I want to add it back to my noodles to kind of saute it all together. Just using a spoon with some holes in it because I want to keep that juice in there to cook my zucchini. I'm just going to take my shrimp out and put it off to the side in a bowl. So I'm going to take my noodles now and add it to my concoction. In order to make sure I have enough liquid in here to cook my noodles, I'm going to add some chicken broth. I know we're making shrimp, but I'm going to add some chicken broth because you can't go wrong with chicken broth. About 1/3 cup of chicken broth I added to it, and my fire is still on medium. I don't want to put it too high because I want the noodles to cook or before the juice cooks off. Now remember, y'all, I told y'all I never cooked with zucchini before. I wonder if I want my zucchini to have a crunch or if I want it to be like a pasta noodle. I feel like the shrimp are going to have crunch. I don't want the shrimp to have a crunch and the noodles to have a crunch because then I'm going to be feeling like I'm eating a salad. I think I want to cook it long enough to where the noodles get soft so that it feels like pasta. We'll see. So while that's cooking, I was just thinking I want to have something to thicken up my, we're going to call this shrimp scampi over, okay, then we're going to call this shrimp scampi over a bed of zucchini noodles. To thicken up my shrimp scampi sauce, I have some cornstarch. So I'm going to take the cornstarch, which cornstarch usually thickens with cold water better than hot water. So I want to, I'll use the chicken broth because it was in the refrigerator, and then mix up about a tablespoon of the cornstarch to get a nice thick consistency, and then I'll pour that into the noodle sauce so that it can thicken up a little bit. Let's put a little bit of seasoning on top of my noodles because I feel like in my spirit they're gonna need some help. Because that ain't number cucumber right now. Hopefully I didn't do too much. Honey, that tastes like a noodle. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit of cornstarch. I'll put about a teaspoon. I don't want it to be too thick. I want it to be a little bit of juice in it. It just looks like flour and water actually. Cornstarch is a thickening agent, and so whenever you pour it to gravies and sauces, it automatically thickens it up. And I'm just gonna pour it into my noodles. Them noodles is almost ready. They didn't take that long at all. And let that do what it does. There's a lot of liquid in here, but I probably didn't need to add as much chicken broth because the zucchini holds water in it. So I'm noticing that. Let me take a bite. Ooh, that's good. So here's what it looks like up close. It literally looks like a line of spaghetti. Let's go ahead and add our shrimp back in. Okay, so I actually ended up pouring off some of this juice because it was so much. The zucchini made its own water as it was cooking. So I know for future references, I don't need to add chicken broth to the water or to the mixture because it's already enough water in there. But this juice tastes so good, I need to keep it for something. I could make some ramen noodles with this juice, so I'm not gonna throw that away. I feel like that's done. Okay, so I'm gonna try this out to see. So here's what it looks like. I have my shrimp in there, and I have a few little zucchini noodles in there. Let me taste it first before anybody else tastes it. Okay, so my shrimp, they came out pretty good. I probably could have cooked them a little bit less because I feel like they're a little bit rubbery, but not too much. They got some bite to them. Let's see the noodles, also known as zucchini. No, it's not. It's pasta. You don't even know the difference. I think this is pretty good. Am I eating spaghetti with shrimp? No, I'm eating zucchini and shrimp. I feel like it's so light I can just eat a lot of it. Very good. For my plating, I decided to use a bowl just because it's easier to gather your pasta in. I realized later that you have to use quite a few zucchini to get enough for a full family. After I did this, I only had enough for about 3 bowls. And so I went ahead and made the zucchini that was frozen out of the bag. It did not taste nearly as good as the one that I made. Did y'all see that nod of approval? Very good.